Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is Cinema Review. My name is Scott. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new What If Episode 2. This one's featuring T'Challa as Star-Lord. Just to give you my thoughts on the last episode real quick, I really loved the first episode. It kind of blew me away. I didn't know what to expect from this show, so the fact that the first one was so good, this one came with a little bit of higher expectations. And let's just get right through the episode. We're just going to run through it, do a little breakdown of each scene. And then after that, I'll let you know my thoughts on it. I'll slap a rating on it, and that's it. Let's get into it. So the episode starts out just like how Guardians 1 started out. We kind of expected to start from here just from the way the trailers were showing it. That T'Challa is taking the Power Orb, or Star-Lord, we can call him. But this time, the people actually know his name, the enemies that are coming to get him, Ronan's employees. I keep forgetting the main guy's name. But we can see that this T'Challa is very well respected. He's actually like a galactic hero. He's not like Peter Quill was in our universe, where he's just like begging people to actually know his name. T'Challa is actually really respected. He's done a lot, and you can see that right off the bat. From there, we actually get into the actual backstory of how Yondu mixed up Peter Quill and T'Challa and actually picked up T'Challa instead. This is where I thought it was kind of off. I liked the what if incident in the first episode, how it's Peggy Carter. She doesn't go up top, but she stays below, so she never saw the guy shoot. For this one, it's kind of weak. It's like Yondu is passing on the mission to his insubordinates, and they mess up the mission and mix up Peter Quill with T'Challa. And they didn't really go into much explanation of like how they can mess that up. I mean, Yondu even says like, "How could you mess up Peter Quill?" They show a face of him and a hologram with T'Challa, and they look totally different. One's in Missouri, one's in Wakanda. But it's whatever. But that's the what if event. That's what changes everything. I did like the idea that Yondu and T'Challa were similar because T'Challa does want to venture out into the open world. He does want to see like what's beyond Wakanda, and Yondu provides that for him. So then it snaps back to present time, and we see T'Challa and the rest of the Ravengers. They meet up with Nebula, and they go to this club. And that's where T'Challa actually sees Drax. I thought Drax was going to be a bigger part of this episode, but I do like what they do with him. It's a nice, funny thing. He's like bartending at the club. He actually takes a picture with T'Challa because he knows him as Star-Lord. And he even says, "I'm going to send it to my wife and daughter." A cool nod because that means that in this universe, Thanos never killed Drax's family. And it's because Thanos actually shows up in this episode. And he never commits genocide. He never becomes evil because he has like a talk with T'Challa. And T'Challa is able to like talk him out of it. So the whole episode is kind of like this running joke that Thanos thinks his plan was adequate. I think the word he keeps using, but everyone keeps saying it's genocide. It's a funny little thing. Thanos is not. He's still like intimidating in the show at times, but he's not the Mad Titan like we know him as in our universe. So from here, Nebula tells T'Challa about this new thing called the essence of something, but the whole point is that it's able to cure hunger for millions of people on like millions of planet, and that's what T'Challa wants. He wants to help people do all this thing. So they plan to go get this, but it's in the hands of the Collector, and the Collector is kind of like the Ronin of the Guardians movie, or like the Thanos of this episode. Uh, he's now Big Brute. He's got the backing of the whole Dark Order, who worked for Thanos in the Infinity War and Endgame movies, and he's just a broad looking dude now. He has a much bigger collection, which I liked. So now they have to go to the Collector. They have come up with this whole big strategy. Thanos and company is going to distract them while T'Challa goes in and gets it somehow. While Thanos is distracting them and not doing a really good job of doing that, he ends up getting into like a fight. T'Challa ends up talking to Howard the Duck. Nice, funny little thing. And then eventually the plan just goes to shit. T'Challa has to fight the Collector. And it's this cool fight because I loved how the Collector, because it's such a big collection, he has all these different weapons. And in the episode, if you see it, he has Cap's shield, Thor's hammer, and even Hela's crown. And it just makes you think, like, what the hell happened? Like, I want to see more of this Collector dude. The fact that he has Cap's shield, how the hell did he get that? Where is Cap in this universe? And Thor's hammer, he has Mjolnir. I always butcher the name of the hammer, but you know what I mean. And he's got Hela's crown, so did he kill all of them? Like, I would love to see that. It's a cool fight where T'Challa ultimately loses, but then Yondu comes and they're able to fight him, and they ultimately put him away in his own cage. And then his girl, opens up all the other cages, and his whole collection kill him. Karma. It's a nice, worthy ending. T'Challa also finds out that Yondu lied to him, and that Wakanda is not actually destroyed like how Yondu said. So that leads to them going back to Wakanda. T'Challa makes the choice to go back to his family. They've all been waiting for him there. His sister's there and everything. It's a nice happy ending for this episode. And then it cuts to back to Earth, and we see Peter Quill working at DQ, this like what is it, a fast food joint. And Eagle the Planet comes, played by Kurt Russell, and he's like, "What? You're not gonna say hi to your father, or whatever?" And that's how the episode ends. And then the Watcher says, "This is a story for another time," kind of hinting that Ego makes Peter Quill a villain. And that's I mean, I don't know if that's gonna be an episode. It kind of sounds like it is. Maybe in season two, maybe season one, we'll see. But it was a cool ending. It got me pretty hyped. And then it ends on a sad note as we remember Chadwick Boseman. They do a whole nice thing for him, and it was another great episode. So I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on it right now. I'm gonna give the episode a 4.2 out of 5. Like I said, I think this one came with a little bit more higher expectations just because the first one kind of blew me away. I give the first episode a 4.3. I don't know. I guess I did like the first one a little bit better. I did like a lot of the Peggy Carter relationship with Cap, Hydra Stomper, Red Skull. Obviously, this one has a lot more, but it kind of has that same feel as the first Guardians movie. It's very funny. A lot of jokes are being cracked. It's got the same like cadences. I did think the what if actual scenario was a little bit weaker than the first episode, but nonetheless, still a phenomenal episode. Still really great. I'm still loving everything about it. I don't think this is the last time we'll see T'Challa playing Star-Lord in this series, right? There's a couple of things in the trail that actually aren't in here. Like in this photo, it shows Shuri and it looks like Wakanda's being attacked. We didn't see this, and then it also shows T'Challa Star-Lord with Killmonger and Gamora, Thanos looking thing, and they're like in the Avengers in New York City. So there's definitely more to be seen, but I like this episode a lot. I think it's really great. Please let me know what you thought of the episode. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.